and greetings, y'all. Proud Filipina Charm Zespina here. And for today's offering, we go to the village of Newtug, where after a devastating typhoon, there is an urgent need to relocate displaced residences to another village, Magtugvik. However, the erosion of the land is fast outpacing the construction that VOA Connect dwells on in this presentation, Washing Away Part 2.
Ja, nektar min khoni ano qatkipel natali khonartukut tkitsara kapitsaqartukunarta.
I'm scared of this instead of leave. It's really sad. And my family needs to be safe.
Get about 4 feet of water. Let's hope for the best and prepare for the worst.
This usually is a land, low grass like this. Now it's covered with water, and high tide is still coming.
More high tide coming up.
We're gonna spend the night at the school.
I didn't think a typhoon would come this way, but it happened. And for our safety of our kids, we need to move to a higher ground. There's no more time for us to stay in Newtug.
We've had water come up before, but this is the worst one ever.
It looks like Newton is trying to warn us, you know. Better get together and work together and move across there. Right now, Newton is not stable. You see it, you know. Maybe next storm, big storm, it might wipe the whole village.
This here building was our community center where they play bingo or Eskimo dance, where we invite other neighboring villages. And now it's just rotting away. I mean, it's not usable anymore because you can actually take a 12-foot 2x4 and drive it into the ground, and you'll take another 12-foot 2x4 and push that. That's like 24 feet, and you won't even touch the bottom. Yeah, rotting away, like the erosion, like the land. So. And my dad built this late 70s, early 80s. Whole house is sinking down, so. Our bedroom was here, just wall here and bedroom there, my bedroom. So now it's sinking, now there's literally water in the house. I moved out of this house like a year and a half ago. I moved into a house that was empty. Who knows, I might get a house in Magtugvik. Maybe not, or I don't know. It's up to the council members to decide who gets a house. The reason why I'm not looking forward to a new house is because where you grew up, it's hard to let go. I'll show you how rotted it is, but you can actually see how much it sank. It's all around. Just sitting there in a puddle. I tried to prevent water from getting too high, but it was a battle that I could never win. And when they moved me to that this house right here, it was a much better, safer house. And since they moved me there, my chances of getting a house over there went back, because I'm living in a better house than my old house. Listen. Well, I gotta get going. I'm in a rush. I gotta beat the tide. This area, this is where I used to play with a few other friends of mine in this that area. Somewhere around there. We used to call it the King of the Hills. Yeah, we had a lot of good memories. I have good memories. Now it's just water. Sad to see the land that you once knew is all gone. Sad part is I can't even show where the areas that I went out hunting, the best hunting spots. Good news is we got stable ground in Mukhtarit, higher ground. It won't erode away. I live in New Talk, but I come to Mukhtarit to work on the houses for community of New Talk, so they can relocate to Mukhtarit. I'm one of the lead techs that's helping build houses. And I have my son here working with me, and it's his first time working here at Mukhtarit. But gotta keep working. Son, other side.
Dad. Dad, back matakto.
Because he didn't aim straight enough. He missed. Didn't aim straight and shoot through.
Well, everybody misses, you know. Well, not quite some of them.
I'm doing two things at once, working and hunting.
No, you're not hunting. You're getting your food for the winter.
Yeah.
I get it. You know, so it's a matter of, you know, instead of me losing the crew for a day so they can go get their food for the winter, they're getting their food while they're working. And we're getting people moved. Can't get any better than that.
As long as we get work done, he's happy, we're happy. Everything works out. We make hats, we may miss. It's part of life, so we get it done.
Yeah, they're following the wind. Right, Sebastian.
Oh, I gotta run after it.
Yep.
I hit it on a wing. That's why I like my boss.
So what we're doing here is we're laying the foundation for the next house. And I like to think of it as we're laying the foundation for a family to grow and flourish away from where the devastating area they've lived in the past. Just very gently. We have 4 houses started. Floor joists are getting ready to go in the 5th. We're setting foundations today on a Saturday for the remaining 3 houses. We're going to try to get as many of these closed in before the snow drives us home. With the wheels like that. If we stop at a certain point and we don't have windows in a house or a roof in a house, these houses will pack with snow and all the lumber would be ruined. We're making an end run for getting all 8 houses closed in. Closed in means roof on, windows on, and siding on to protect what we've done. And if I thought the weather was going to change and we weren't going to get that goal, it would be better to leave everything off the ground, wrapped up nice and tight so water can't get to it. So we've decided this week to make a run for it. And I hope it doesn't bite us in the butt.
Focus. We don't have much time. Yes, we'll cut that up into smaller pieces. That's excellent. So the kids in their groups are finding dirt and grass and berries and kind of stuff that they will see out here in Makhtavik. We're going to go inside and we're going to make terrariums. On Fridays, we have outdoor school.
They just grew up speaking English, and some of them are transacting from Yupik to English. We want them to keep speaking their native language.
Kavak in Yuchtun. Fox in English.
So there are about 45 kids in the whole school.
Yeah.
So the number is going up, which we're excited about. That means more kids are moving over from Utah.
Finally.
Finally.
We need Utah here ASAP, as soon as possible. Because the erosion is not going to wait for people to move here. It's just going to keep eroding away. So by the end of fall season, probably by freeze up, the river line will probably be like maybe 50 to maybe 20 feet away from the school, I'm estimating. I'm not sure. Only he knows how far it'll be, not me. I can only estimate.
I live with my husband, my 3 kids, and my nephew. I didn't want to move here without a job at Makhtavik, so I applied for the labor job so I can work and provide for my family. It's a new experience for me. But building from ground zero, nothing, to a home is remarkable. We don't have bed frames at the moment. We left our bed frame at Nutak because it was getting too old. I like my kitchen because it has cabinets and sink, which I didn't have in Nutak. I don't know, this is like an upgrade for me. It's way better than our home in Nutak. Everybody is under one roof. I got picked to get a new home because the condition of my home at Nutak was really bad. There was a lot of holes. The foundation of it was rotting. During the winter, our house would sift. It'd be nice if it was a 3-bedroom home, but I'm still blessed to have a better home. The bathroom. Every other 2 days, we go and dump the honey bucket way up to the landfill. It's not a toilet, it's actually a 5-gallon bucket. This house doesn't have any plumbing yet. Hopefully that'll come in soon when everybody from Newtok moves here. But that's gonna take quite a lot of time because getting funding from the agencies is time. The erosion doesn't have a time, it just keeps eroding.
Come on in. You can actually see where they had the shoreline.
It used to be a lot closer to here. It wasn't this far out here.
Right. The river's taking the shore over here and depositing it over here. And I've watched the barges that have come in to deliver our materials. They hug that shoreline along Newtok and around, and that tells you that's the deepest channel. And that's where the waves are going to grow. And when the waves grow, coming in and hitting Newtok, that's when the erosion happens.
Yeah. Especially from the south wind,
When
strong winds.
Yeah, when the winds come from the south. You know, 20 years ago, when this whole relocation started, you can tell that it was done on a typewriter. Versus now we have it all on electronic, and we can have color photos in our documents to show what we're actually doing, and really good maps. I've been tracking the erosion since 2014, and here's the village of Newtok with their runway over here, the school's right here, and this green line is the 2019 erosion. And if we want to see where the shoreline was in 1954, it was way out here. I mean, you could see the yellow line where all the houses used to be. And we could tell that in 1954, the village of Newtok was a mile away from the shoreline.
And just looking at that yellow line, it brings back a lot of memories.
Well, it doesn't put pressure on me because we're waiting on funding. And I can't build anything, or I can't have our crew build anything without money. I feel the pain. I'm sad by it. The biggest reality is when power goes out in the village and the house and the community floods, everybody goes into the school. Well, if a corner of the school gets impacted this year and makes it so it's not occupiable, this community has no safe shelter in storms. Average land loss a year is about 73 feet. The greatest land loss in any given year has been 135. So we could lose the school this year. I'm 19 years old. He's my best equipment operator.
Building more homes right now. Everybody's gonna move here. Everybody's that are living over there, that are still living in Newtok, are gonna get homes. That's a good news. So hopefully by next year, most of them will be on this side, on Mahtawik side. No more Newtok.
Our ancestry before they built Newtok, they said erosion will get over there too. Like, sure enough, 21, 22 years later, got close.
It's getting dangerous over there.
Yep.
School is really heavy, you know. Who knows, it can break off in one piece and all be gone.
Yep. Which is good news though. We're moving.
Today it's blowing too hard to get up on a roof and put plywood on. A weather delay isn't ideal, but you know, you just got to deal with it because you got to seal up the houses for winter, or they're just not gonna last. You know, when you got a 10-foot snow load in the winter, it'll just eat everything. I like seeing the impact of significantly improving people's livelihoods. It's very challenging after the barge gets here and you have to fit everything to build a house on a small plane, but comes with its challenges, but it's definitely really rewarding being at the front of climate change on a big relocation project. It's really good.
These houses are built much different than Newtok. This house is coming together fast.
3 weeks and 4 days.
This year we're building all 4 bedrooms, so there'll be the larger families moving. Last year we had 7 2-bedroom homes available, so they were the smaller families. The rule, I think, is 4 people and under. You have 5.
They chose me because of the condition of my home.
The condition of the home. You know, there's a lot of needs beyond housing, but right now, the primary need is housing. Yes, they need water, sewer. Yes, they need broadband. They need a new clinic and a tribal office, but all that stuff is great and it costs money. But if the money can be used first for housing and get everybody over here, then we could focus on all that other stuff. Everybody wants a flush toilet and running water in their house, but the people that are left behind in Newtok, they don't care about that stuff. They just want to move.
Yep. It's my first time building a home. It is fun. I feel good about helping build Machtawik. My parents are still in Newtok, and hopefully by end of this month or middle of next month, their house will be complete. I miss it over there. I miss my office job. In Newtok, I was an accountant. When the store moves, I will still be an accountant. There's none here. No store at Machtawik. We've had 4 families move this year, including me. They may think they're left behind. They're not. It is a family separation, but eventually everybody will move here. It's just trying to find fundings to build new homes for them. It is hard. Newtok is over there, 9 miles out. Home will always be home.
And that's a wrap. Hoping you came out as informed as we did. And we await you joining us for tomorrow's Inside Story offering. And here's reminding you to work hard and dream big. Count your blessings and be kind, and catch the news right here on PTV. This has been Sharm Zespina for Stories from the Grid.